Almost forgot about your application. The one note I had on your file was troublemaker.
Is there
I'm
a
not
show or
troublemaker. Why
something
would you
about
think
just
that?
like...
On his way, then we all get paid.
Is there a show about just like
You remember anything that
a
happened?
hardcore gangster who gets to move to the suburbs?
Yeah,
Lilyhammer.
is that the Tulsa? Oh,
It's
never mind.
Is it all?
it's home husband
It's our
gangster.
payday.
Oh,
Gangster
yeah,
home
the
husband.
Yakuza house
It's an
husband,
ant.
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
The sooner it isn't our problem anymore.
Do I have to do all of these?
Well, makes the paperwork easier, and we got what we were looking for.
All this trouble for that stupid thing?
I actually really dislike this.
Never mind what it
what do you
The
mean
way-
by this
It's
specific?
worth more than this mine.
So,
pulled in all
okay, the
month.
thing about Bethesda conversations is that they tend to be fairly
Of the devil.
slow. The dialogue is rarely that punchy. There's the pauses and whatnot, like any dialogue system. But the way it kind of kept cutting back and forth, where neither of them are in the shot at the same time, made that feel very inorganic. I don't think that worked at all.
No, it's
Kind of a joke.
it's the problem of
joke.
the only way they know how to do
Just
dialogue
too young
scenes
to know
dynamically is to
Hey,
snap
I'm just
the
saying,
character
you got a
speaking to the center of your
reputation.
dialogue,
Hell,
which works
half
okay
the
for
studios
one-on-one,
believe they really
but
exist.
really doesn't work for
The crews
scenes with
that
multiple
believe Earth
characters.
exists, but it's still there.
Okay, so what we're learning here backstory-wise is Earth is just not even a thing.
Exploring space? Who does that anymore?
Earth got fucked.
Ain't the
Earth
space
is
we've
seriously
already got
fucked.
complicated enough?
I like
Does it
that.
still exist?
Yes, you can find it in the game.
All right, that's
But it's fucked.
airlock. Put your helmet
Yeah, there's like nothing there. Like, you can land on it and there's like a handful of landmarks that are still standing, but other than that it's like desert. There's not even really resources on it.
Fuck is the inventory?
I will say right out the gate, this is on us. This does seem like more or less the worst hairstyle to have a helmet with. That like requires a hermetic seal. You just like see this person walking around in space and talking to you, and you would just notice out of the corner of their eye they got like 8 like burning red hairs just sticking straight out
So,
from
was
various
that-
parts along the seal.
Was that supposed to be like an unvaulting moment from Fallout? Kind of. Like it
Sure
played
as
the
hell
swelling
didn't
music.
feel like
and,
one. I mean, yeah, I think that's the idea, but it didn't land. I doubt it landed for anyone. So we're selling this thing or delivering this thing to these guys who wanted it, and presumably shit's about to go bad.
How did you know that?
It's because it's a fucking Bethesda game. It's gonna be fucking Fallout Raiders running out of that ship.
What? No. It's a totally normal person coming out of that ship. The raiders are going to come from behind you.
Oh, if it's a raid, what's mining laser?
Barrett?
Man,
I guess we
Been a
have
long
to
time.
initiate the conversation. Hello.
yes it has.
They're having a little
That
convo
mine on
first.
Bendy, right?
So the appearance of this game has been described as NASA punk, which I assume as a term existed prior to Starfield. But I will say, this game looks pretty fucking NASA punk. NASA punk, yeah. Like, as in, it is a space game that actually attempts to emulate the aesthetics of NASA equipment.
Cool.
Is it not NASA?
Minerals
It's
on there.
NASA, but we were being polite.
Kazal. No, Barrett. Not cool.
Look.
Passed out after the
This
We
is
were
a-
being
this is a
polite.
long
You were not.
standing-
That was not nice.
Is that right? Went on a trip, huh?
I don't know, there's at least 3 or 4 words that I pronounce correctly now because of being bullied about on Spoiler Alert for about 6 years.
Oh,
Right?
That's about the timeline. So I'll get NASA right in about 6 years, everybody.
but poet.
Alrighty.
NASA? Well, yesterday I talked to NASA.
That fun, huh?
Oh, it's this guy.
Gentle push into the great mysteries of space, but hey, been there.
Look, just hand over the credits, and I'll be happy to never see this thing, or you, ever again.
That's why I like you, Lynn. All business.
Barrett, scanners on the frontier are reporting a ship coming in hot.
Looking it up, you can romance Spirit.
Really thought I lost them.
Okay, so he's not just gonna die immediately.
His romance is actually not bad.
I have a pistol. How do...
Hit one. Hit.
That's not doing shit. Do I really have to go into the inventory?
You can equip it to the button B favorite. There you go.
Oh my god.
Put it to 1. There you go.
I'm now paying close attention because this is the kind of thing that I'm becoming more and more of a pain in the ass about as time goes on. Like anything to do with like pirates or bandits or raiders.
You have no
as
bullets.
just kind of generic enemies. Oh shit, you have no bullets.
What was the point of having a gun? That's a med pack. Here we go. Excuse
Josh
me, guys.
grabs the gun and just doesn't grab any bullets. It's funny.
Maybe, you know.
Oh, this does not feel great.
Well, it's not very accurate. You're trying to kill pirates from real far away.
Yeah.
It feels better up close.
It's your fault, Josh.
That's my fault.
I don't think the combat in this game is interesting, but I also don't think it's terrible. It's whatever.
Once you get a jetpack, then it's like fucking awesome and terrible at the same time, if that even makes sense.
That's everything with a jetpack. I will say, this is maybe probably controversial. I never want to see a prominent UI element in a game tell me that I just got 5 XP points. If I just got 5 XP, just tell me I got some XP and you can keep the number 5
Keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Josh, reminder that this is a Bethesda game, and every time you pick up a gun, you're literally picking up another copy of that gun. You're not picking up the ammo. You now have 3 maelstroms in your inventory.
Look, it's a Bethesda game. You just kind of absorb everything.
We're gonna be carrying so much stupid shit.
What?
I feel like if I'm in a video game and I hear somebody say something like taking fire, there's a weirdly high percentage that it was specifically a Bethesda game.
So that tiny number there is how many copies you have, which does not make it easy to remember when you're trying to clear out inventory space.
Oh, the menus. The menus.
Did you see Lynn?
Is there a way to open... Okay, you can hit I to open inventory without having to do the fucking tab wheel nonsense. I'm sure it really sucks on a controller, though.
Of course, Ben.
Well, that was some fine work under pressure. You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions.
Why do you know about
Coming with me
that?
to Constellation.
No, I like
Part
it
of this
here.
now.
Oh,
He wants to stay in Skibbity Toilet.
Holy shit.
Hey,
What?
I'm just really stunned at how unexciting that was.
Yeah, like, oh, by the way, I know about your space dreams.
I mean, there's a degree of show don't tell that Skyrim was able to do that this didn't, right? Like Skyrim opens with everybody being arrested and then a dragon shows up after an execution happens. This is like a bunch of conversations about what to do with a rock before nameless pirates show up and you kill them trivially.
That was like, oh, you're the chosen one. Neat. Wow. All right. Yeah. So yeah, you saw the gods. All right. Cool.
You shot 6 guys.
You did a pretty good job taking care of those bandits who came to kill you. Let's go worship.
You don't have a job here anymore. You're with those explorers now. Like
You cannot refuse the call, motherfucker.
right?
You got fired, and then you were hired against your will.
That's settled.
Well, now that's settled.
Get her to the lodge. No
It gets
deviation
better.
unless absolutely necessary, okay?
Yeah, no, yeah. I kind of have to, actually.
What if I just try to kill all of these people? What happens?
I would save first.
Oh, and hey, take this.
Okay.
I find it very useful out.
I really okay.
It even tells the time.
This game looks pretty good, by the way.
Oh,
very
the
pretty.
watch that I can buy in real life.
Oh
Golly.
my god.
Hey, look at that. The watch fits you.
What do you mean the watch fits you perfectly? It's got an adjustable wristband.
It's almost like it was made for me.
Technically, it's not even mine.
And I can buy online on the Bethesda website or on eBay.
Besides, I'm making an exception since you can tell Constellation about that
This,
vision.
I'm really taken aback at how prosaic this is.
That, my friend, is the million-credit question. And Constellation can find the answer. With your help. They're just following the loot, like pirates do. And I have something of a reputation as
Like, you know, the intro to Morrowind is that you fill out some forms at a tax office.
See, that's the problem with the settled system.
And it's short, but you know, it is what it is.
Everyone else is busy playing politics.
This is like...
They're the ones braving the unknown.
The one thing that I was thinking about Bethesda games is it feels like they really feel like they need to sell you in the first few minutes, and this is actually surprising to me. This actually feels a lot like they did not really make much of an investment in like a super sizzly beginning. Like there's no like dragon attack, there's no like big set piece. Like just there's a pretty mediocre combat, and then kind of just like, oh yeah, you saw the void. Come with us.
At no point does Patrick Stewart die.
This mystery is only getting bigger each step we take. And you're part of it now. And Vasco.
Yeah, like thinking about all of the openings that Bethesda has done since, well, I guess not Fallout 76, but like Fallout 3, you grow up in a vault. Oh, I vaulted. Incidentally, that's... Anyway, you grow up in a vault, and then it gets attacked by raiders. Oh, no, wait. No, it doesn't get attacked by raiders. You overthrow the Overseer, and there's a big fight.
You overthrow the Overseer. The Overseer marshals all of his security forces to
the
torture,
Overseer's head
and
turns
kill you.
into pasta. Fallout 4...
Rad roaches.
You see the fallout happen. In this game, you touch a rock as a miner, and then you get a spaceship.
I assume you know how to fly a Class
It's yours now. He's just gonna stay.
likes to say it's as easy as...
Like, I think this spaceship looks pretty cool.
Yeah, like, you get the aesthetic they were going for.
Yeah, and like the fact that they didn't feel the need to make this like all a super interactive environment means that like they're able to do a really, really good job with like the rendering and the lighting and stuff, and like kind of making it feel super immersive, which I think is cool.
Alliances, in short, no fun. Unless, as strictly defined by Sarah, said deviations, distractions...
This is that guy, isn't it? Fucking...
Barrett.
It's Barrett, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Frontier, back home in one piece. I guess I'm still
I think this is just like an audio log that's also a text log.
intention of actually giving it back.
No, I
In the
gave it
distant
to us
future, they have
instead.
speech to text.
I'm tempted to tell you where
That
the
looks
ship
like a
cargo
skull.
button is, but on the other hand, I want to see what you do if you don't know
Cargo
where the
button.
ship's cargo is.
This is a fun game.
That's the bathroom. Why do
I'm
we
like
need
trying to play
access
along
the
at home
ship's
here.
cargo?
Nope, we just got back out.
It appears you...
Nope, that's not where the ship's cargo is. Don't bother trying to find it. I just want to see what happens when you don't know where the ship's cargo is.
doesn't go up there, does it?
Where do you
Nope.
keep things in a Bethesda game, Josh?
You
Is it a
throw it
goddamn
on the
chest?
floor!
Is it a footlock? Oh no. Does it also have the thing where when you enter the ship, sometimes all the physics objects will jump?
Yep. I think.
Wait, so there's no cargo hold? You just dump shit in your spaceship?
There is a cargo hold for most players, including myself. Probably not Cancer because he's a genius. I didn't know where the fuck the button was to find the cargo hold, so I just threw all my guns on the floor.
I enjoy that energy a lot because I feel like in a game where space exploration is this accessible and there are characters like this, like non-studious, non-astronaut material bopping around, you would see a lot of like sad gamer house looking spaceships.
Yes. Yes, exactly. That's what I was going for, the aesthetic.
Now that we are in orbit,
I like the idea of a spaceship that's just like full of McDonald's bags.
Yes, exactly.
they are not on the
And you're like, okay, one of these 4 McDonald's bags has my food from today. 2 of them have the trash from the last 2 McDonald's meals, and one of them has other trash that I've been collecting here for 2 months, 6 months, 8 months.
But maybe I need it
shit.
later.
Josh, how do you feel about X-Wing?
I've actually just recently been playing X-Wing,
Well, that'll make this easier.
so
each system on a ship requires
I have to say this is a somehow much more clunky than the interface in X-Wing was.
engines.
You're using a
Gravity.
joystick, right?
Control our maximum speed.
No, I'm using my mouse. I could be using my joystick, but it's out of reach, and I don't want to make all the noise of bringing it over here.
I
Also, I'm
finally
not sure
threw
it's
away
actually.
my joystick a few years ago. I was like carrying one around.
Sweet spot.
If you mean I'm using my joystick for X-Wing, yes.
Draw your attention to the HUD. You'll notice
Okay, so what are the lasers? I assume is lasers like weapons.
as you adjust the throttle. Try to center the gauge.
The engines, shields, gravity.
Right.
I don't know what these are.
Missiles.
Boost and
Missiles? That's what you. That's not what I would use to abbreviate missiles. What are these?
I cannot remember. Blasters? No, ballistic. That's what it is. That's right. I don't know why ballistic
The
weapons require
ballistics need
electricity, but don't.
energy. Yeah.
adjusting power to the shields. Notice more power increases their strength. Shields protect the ship from hull damage. Without a hull, but be vaporized.
This feels like a training program,
Is displayed in the
not in the sense of
Gravity?
like a video game tutorial mechanism, but like a training program that you would have to do on your first day of work, and then every like 2 years, and then you just put it on in the background like while you're playing Wordle or whatever.
You've proven an adequate pilot.
Yeah, I pretty much, I'm not really good with this kind of learning. So I was just like, oh, nope, don't know how I'm doing any of this. And I had to look up a YouTube video.
Yeah.
We will need to disable their shields. Laser-based
I feel like-
weaponry is particularly effective.
There's a reasonable chance that if there's anything about video games that ultimately like saves the human race, I think tutorialization as a field being part of it
Oh,
is
they
going to
turned
be the
around.
thing that does it.
Fire a homing missile. The enemy shields are down, Captain. Ballistic weaponry excels at damaging the hull once shields are offline.
The internet informed me recently that like for a long
I
time
just
and
hit
maybe even
something and
still,
something happened.
like
That was weird.
the premier actual genuine best option for like learning how to do like read like the Dewey Decimal System that is used professionally to train librarians is like
You will need to
a video game with a wizard teaching you all of it.
remains.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, like the
Sweet.
two approaches I saw was like
Are we
at my
going to
workplace
Bethesda
they bring you
loot
to
a
they bring you
spaceship?
to the training computer and they apologize like I'm sorry about the wizard and then they leave. You're like what? Whereas the
How
other
do
one's like
I-
my workplace is like all right I think today is the day you get to meet the wizard and they play it up to
Oh
be
my
like the biggest
fucking
deal.
god! Really?
2 more Crimson Fleet ships are jumping
happened?
into our location, Captain.
You loot
Josh
ships
learned about
by
inventory.
you loot
You fly
ships
close
by
and hit
walking up
E.
to them and then hitting E.
Yep.
Which is what you do in the physical on foot
I thought
land,
you
so-
liked picking up stuff, Josh.
Not that much.
Monkey's
I'm
paw
not sure.
curls.
I'm not sure I can think of a better system to be honest. Besides like having to do a spacewalk for every single fucking ship you shoot.
The amount of Crimson Fleet hostility has been far more than anticipated. At this rate, the odds of continual assault from their ships
I love that we
are
you,
high enough
you don't know how to
jeopardize
stop.
our mission. In short, they are after.
Well, I know how to stop. It was
and will
moving.
not stop. We will need to deal with the local Crimson Fleet captain. A recent scan indicates an abandoned facility
Man,
on the nearby...
it sucks when you, like, you're doing your job at, like, a mining thing, and they're like, actually, no, you need to do this other thing. We need you to get on the ship and fly somewhere. And after a few minutes, they're like, okay, so here's what we need to do. This is a criminal cartel, and we need you to assassinate... we need you to assassinate one of their officers. We're sending you to their location.
You can't do it this way. You got to go through the menu, man.
You gotta do the
It's like,
menu.
Oh.
You can fly as much as you want, you'll never get there.
They really just picked the most boring possible option at every turn, didn't they?
This is where
Okay,
I got in trouble. I could not figure this
this is
out for
kinda neat.
decades. This menu
Okay,
took
gravity
years off my
well.
life.
We're going to Crete.
Like, objectively, it took you maybe like 20 or 30 minutes. Subjectively, it took a decade, and that decade is in fact gone from your lifespan.
I have more white hairs now than I've ever had because of the Starfield menu system.
Bethesda did actually
Bethesda
create
sort of
have arrived in
the
orbit.
worst
found
menu
the
system I've
opposite
ever seen.
of an immortality.
Fleet captain is on
It, like,
this.
Bethesda did create the worst menu system I've ever seen in a video game, which is the inventory system in Battlespire.
Josh, you
Oh,
have to go to
yes.
the menu.
It's exciting to see how far they've progressed since then.
Now we can land, now that we have traveled.
Once you get the hang of it, you can really streamline it. Once you get the hang
No
of it,
Man's Sky
you
is
literally
better
just,
than this.
You just click a button and then you're there. Like, it does get easier. It does get easier. But the first bit,
I feel like
oh boy.
To captain.
I feel like we're ripping off a lot of band-aids in like our first week of episodes here in terms of like things that this game does that are somewhat disappointing.
Oh yeah. Oh what?
Oh, this is the gameplay video, isn't it? This is
Yes.
This is just gonna be that vertical slice they showed off. So there's gonna be like some crabs that run by that you can point a gun at but not shoot.
Wow, look at how beautiful this
Protocol Indigo dictates
is.
that I do you
It is
require-
pretty. I'm not a big
It's-
fan of how
yeah.
desaturated it is, but
It's very blue,
According to
which is definitely not a color scheme Bethesda has ever done anything like before. Hello.
Don't hurt him. Don't
Is
hurt
that
him.
a snout? It's got a little
Leave your boy
snout.
alone.
That's a cool looking little thing.
Like a horseshoe crab with extra feelers.
It's
Like
like
the
we're in the
cramification
wasteland.
Oh, hello.
captain.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
that's
the gravity's
it.
weird.
Oh, they
'cause
made
you're
it
in
worse, Red
space.
Sky.
Oh my god, this is gonna be the worst fucking season of spoiler we've ever done.